Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having a beautiful week. It's Friday today, Friday the 10th of May, which is woohoo, everybody loves a Friday. So I've come back today for a daily tarot reading. I have set the intention for today's reading to be guidance on your spiritual journey, your spiritual path. If there are any blocks that you're experiencing, then this reading will give you some guidance on how you move through them. It's a collective reading, so what doesn't resonate with you, just leave it behind, and what does, take it with you. So I will knock any old energy out of the cards, as I always do. I'm holding it above my incense as another form of cleansing. I have already connected with my guides before this, and we shall go. I'm just going to go with the flow again. I kind of liked how I did it yesterday. I'm not doing any particular spread. It's just see what messages and guidance is coming. I've got two here, and I do feel that these are right. So, okay, so we've got 7 of Swords and 7 of Pentacles. Okie dokie. Right, let's keep going. We'll just see what comes out. I'll shuffle for a little while and just have a look. How I like to do my readings is when I shuffle, if something comes out, I mean, that has come reversed, so I will leave that reversed like that. And that is the 9 of Swords. Oops, daisy, that was just a bad shuffle. So let's see what we've got here. So yeah, this reading is about giving you some guidance on your spiritual path, your spiritual growth. Maybe you're feeling a little bit blocked, a little bit lost, a bit uncomfortable, or maybe you're not. Like, maybe you are on the right path. Let's see what the cards will say. And again, as it's a collective reading, you know, the cards, the reading will have different readings, different meanings, depending on what guidance it is that you need. Right, so we've got the 5 of Cups, which has come out reversed. It came out that way, so we'll leave it like that. Have we got any more guidance for the lovely people watching this reading? That was a bad shuffle. Hopefully one day I'll get better at shuffling and I won't be throwing them all over the place. But like I said, I know when it's a bad shuffle and when it's you know, and when it is a card that is meant to be coming out. Quite often it's, you know, I ask Spirit, I ask guides to just throw me one card. Sometimes a couple of cards will come out. Not all the time will I use them, because my intuition knows that they're not for the reading. But sometimes I know, because I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my you know, in my intuition, and I just know, I just have this knowing that yes, that's meant to be a part of this reading. So we got 5 cards here. Let's see if we've got any more guidance for the collective watching this reading, guidance for their spiritual path. Okay, I don't feel like there's any more cards. Okie dokie. Right, okay, I think that is it for now. Okay, so 7 of Swords. So we've got 7 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 5 of Cups, and 6 of Wands. Oh, this is quite an interesting, I can tell already this is quite an interesting one. Right, so 7 of Swords. And you know what? I go from the book because I love how it's worded in here. And then what I'll do is I'll just expand on it and give a bit more of a reading on it after I've read from the cards. So the 7 of Swords. So traditionally, this card warns us that we must be on the lookout for deception, thievery, and betrayal. While we can sometimes find ourselves the victim of someone else's deceit, it's also a nudge to act in alignment with our own highest morality. Be sure you are being honest with yourself about the nature of your reality right now. Sometimes we pretend that everything is okay, or that we are doing the best we can, even when we're not. Sometimes this shows up as recklessness or as avoidance of responsibilities. Take only what's needed and remember that no excuse outweighs your ability to act from a place of love and integrity. You cannot deceive your own heart, and the universe will always bear witness to your truest intentions. For you, alone and vulnerable under the light of the full moon, move forward. The only thing that matters is the truth. Move forward with the lightness of conscience to guide you. Yeah, so that's pretty clear. That's this is talking about you know, don't get caught up in any drama or things that are going on around you that you know are not right, that are not in line with what it is that you want to be living in your life. You have integrity, it is in there, but it is so easy to get caught up in the drama and the BS that's going on around us. But by doing that, all that's going to do is keep your vibration low, and it's going to be a block to you excuse me, really moving forward on your spiritual path. So I mean, overall, you know, it's a difficult card. So it sounds like some of you are really going through some difficult things at the minute. It's about deception and betrayal, getting away with something, being strategic, being grateful for the resources that you have. So that's about, you know, rather than getting into all the BS that's going on, just look around you and be grateful for the things that are around you, even if they're not a lot, you know, even if they're not the things that you're desiring right now. Be grateful for what you do have, because when you emit that energy out into the universe, out into the world, and to the, you know, everything around you, you will then start to receive more of the things that you do want. It's all about energy. So the shadow side is about lying to yourself or to others, a need for perspective and honesty, secrets, something stolen, taking more than your fair share, and being held back by imposter syndrome. So when it says about lying to yourself or others, and, you know, secrets and, you know, all that kind of negative stuff, the lying to yourself and others, it might be, I feel that, sorry, this is about lying to yourself. So I feel that, you know, some of you are watching this and maybe getting involved in drama and toxic stuff, but maybe you're kind of making excuses for what you're doing, you know, i.e. lying to yourself. That all that is going to do is just keep you where you're at. You're not going to progress forward. It's a really hard thing to be able to sit back and look at all of your behaviors, look at all of the things going on around you, and to look at your part in it, and to be very critical of yourself, but not in a way that is then going to stay in that critical sense. It's about understanding, right, well, that I played a part in that, and I need to own that, and I know that that's not the road that I want to go down, and I want to work through my spiritual path and grow and evolve. And that if I want to achieve the things that I want to achieve, then actually I need to address those behaviours. And it's about taking responsibility for them behaviours, and doing them things will help you then progress forward. It's a form of healing. All of our behaviours come from something that we have endured throughout this lifetime. And what they do is they then represent themselves in these behaviours, in gossiping, in sort of getting involved in gossiping, or even listening to it, or, saying it to another person, or allowing kind of stuff to go on around us without, we can make a choice. We can get involved in the gossiping and the toxic and the, all of that low energy stuff, or we can sit in it and allow it to be around us, or we can sit in it and go, hey, do you know what? That's enough. What is this actually doing? Or we can just choose to move away from it and just completely put ourselves out of that situation. So the mantra for this is, I act from a place of love and morality, and the universe witnesses my honest intentions. So yeah, so I think, some of you are definitely feeling that at the minute and are in that. So then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is a lovely card. And it says, you are almost there. You've been doing the work and your wildly successful roots are growing. You may not see the fruits of your labour yet. Know that they exist, and that any lack you are feeling is simply residual energy that's being worked through. It's time to fall into faith and to pause and give thanks. Realise that you are living, breathing result of all the memories, hopes and hard work. Keep going. This moment gives you a divine interlude to revisit your purpose and direction. Your arrival is possible only after you pinpoint the destination. Has your journey shifted so much that what you originally germinated is not the thing you desire to harvest? What needs to change to satisfy your deepest intentions? If you are feeling any frustration or lack of progress, remember that giant dreams are not built in a day. Take a moment to breathe and reflect, as these profound sacred breaths can reinvigorate and realign. So this is telling you to take a pause, be grateful for what you have around you, reflect on your journey. You are going to be harvesting the fruits of your labor, and you do need to, it's a sign to keep going. This moves on very nicely with this one, but it's clear that, with any spiritual work, with any spiritual growth, it's not an easy road. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. You're going to reach a point when you think, yay, like I've done it. And then something is going to come in and it is going to hit you sideways and you're going to be down again. Don't be disheartened by that and don't fall back into it. What these lows are, they're tests, they're lessons, It's the universe bringing something else to you that you need to work through and heal and fix, and move forward from. And it might be something that you believe you've already done. But trust me, the universe will only bring back to you, or only bring to you, what is not yet healed and completed. So just sit in that and remember it. So the shadow side of the Pentacles is giving up too early, being impatient, losing faith and not following through. Frustration with rewards. So yes, again, it's a long road. You have to just keep going. You have to really be centered in yourself and understand that the things that are going on around you, they're there for you. They're not there against you. It's there for you to learn. It's there for you to have a real step back. Look at yourself from the outside in, okay, and go, right, what do I need to change here? We can't change anybody else, okay? We have no control over how other people act or interact or their behavior. Like, we have no control over that. What we do have control over is how we choose to act. So the next card is the Nine of Swords. Just making sure that was a 9. Right, so the Nine of Swords. All right, so there's something keeping you up at night, and this card suggests a time in your life when negative thoughts are gaining momentum and when you may find yourself expending too much energy worrying about the future. Perception is everything, so don't allow negative self-talk to rip you up. If a pessimistic mindset spirals wildly out of control, it can lead to anxiety, stress, or depression, even when your thoughts carry no truth. Are you imagining the worst instead of activating the best? Flip your perspective and send nurturing, loving thoughts to your situation to overcome any disturbing thoughts. Look to the light in your situation and notice that even the tiniest window of brightness can keep fear at bay. Use your light to expose the illusions and allow worries to dissipate, and often, as your bad dreams are illuminated and soften, let me say that again. Use your light to expose the illusions and allow worries to dissipate and soften as your bad dreams are illuminated for what they really are. So again, you know, those that this is meant for, you are going through a really tough time at the minute. I can feel it, but I know that this is I know this is a collective reading, but this is, you know, this is for a lot of you out there. This really, really is. You know, you are getting stuck in the mind. You're getting stuck in the ego. And it's a really tough thing to conquer, you know, and nobody ever fully conquers it because we're human beings. We are always going to have the ego. It's always going to come in and trip us up and lead us with negative thoughts, get us pulled into toxic situations. But the spiritual path and the spiritual growth is about being able to recognize when these things come in, and we can take a step back before we get really suckered in. There are going to be times when we're going to just experience it, but it seems to me like you're really in the thick of this. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. I'm pretty sure that you hearing this are also going to be getting this as well. So the shadow side, and this is what I think you're going through. I think this is definitely a tough time. So it's about paranoia, being deeply anchored in your fears and an inability to think clearly, inner turmoil, negative self-talk and self-esteem, an opportunity to actively begin the healing journey. So maybe I feel that, you know, you are really struggling with that imposter syndrome, like this has just said. You know where you want to go. Maybe you're taking steps and you're getting there to a certain point and you're feeling great, and then you're thinking, hey, you know, I'm not good enough for this. You know, I can't do this. Do I really have, you know, this light in me? Do I really have the ability to achieve all of my dreams and live happy and free? Well, let me tell you, yes, you do. You know, you absolutely do. It's the ego that steps in and brings our energy down. You know, the anxiety, the negative thoughts, all of that bad, I say bad stuff. It's not bad stuff. It's just tough stuff. Where there is light, there is always dark. Okay, lightness always comes from dark. And just remember that. So you're in a dark time right now. You're going really, really through it. You've got a lot of shadow work to do. But just know that when you get through it, there will be light. You can do this. You have the ability to do it. Sit, meditate, go out in nature. If you're feeling really stuck, if you're isolating yourself from people, you know, maybe you're, you know, feeling really sad and emotional, maybe you're depressed, you're definitely feeling anxious. know that all of those feelings actually are coming from thoughts. They're not coming from divine source. They're not coming from your soul being. These are thoughts that are coming from the ego, the things that we've been exposed to all of our life. You know, it's the negative stuff that wants to keep us down. That stuff is not true. Okay, it's not true. So take time, self-care. Go and have a nice long warm or hot bubble bath. Go out into nature, go and walk around some woods, be surrounded, listen to the birds, go to the beach, have a dip in the sea, cleanse yourself, eat good food, eat all of the colours, you know, all of the colours in the chakras, you know, have your food so that they're all very colourful. You know, and that will really help you. Do guided meditations if you struggle to do meditations on your own, and just connect with your heart, connect with your guides, connect with divine light. There's lots and lots of guided meditations that you can do on YouTube. I'm actually recording my own guided meditation to meet your higher self. That will be out this week. Or over the next week, so look out for that, and you can access that on my YouTube channel. So yeah, the 5 of Cups. Let's go 5 of Cups. The illusion is lifting, and you may suddenly find yourself in the middle of a reality that is painfully disappointing. If your dark night was a result of someone else's deception, you will need to find the seeds of forgiveness in order to avoid the calloused heart. Release yourself from any guilt around the situation. When we realise that the future we are working towards is no longer an option, it's easy to focus on the loss and allow our energy to stagnate and spiral into self-pity. Don't allow your life force to drain away with the things you once loved. Allow your tender heart to navigate towards the curative magic of finding faith in your future. If you're having a hard time letting go, unhook your heart from your fragmented dreams and give yourself permission to envision a brighter future. Dismantle your grief, reclaim your happiness, and consciously step back into a path filled with hope. So this is about not letting go of past trauma, crying over spilled milk, rooting deeply into shadow work without healing and letting go, which is, this is what I've been saying. All of the things that you're getting involved in at the minute, or that are going on around you, or that you feel are draining you right now, they're triggers, they're lessons. They're there to say to you, hey, you need to work on this. You need to go within and figure out why it is these things are affecting you so much. That's where the healing is. Once you work through it and heal that, then you can release it. Without healing it, you can't release it. You're going to be stuck in it. And it's a really, really tough thing to go through. Trust me, I know, I've done it. And no doubt I will do it again, you know. Not letting go of old stories, and letting old stories become a part of you and becoming jaded by them. So again, it's about healing and letting go. You know, this is what you need to do to be able to work through on your spiritual journey. Okay, I can't express it enough. So the 6 of Wands, and again, this is reversed as well. Oh, bless you. I am sending out so much love to you all right now. Some love and some healing energy, because, you know, the world needs it right now. It really does. So the 6 of Wands. Relish the sweetness of this victory. Something that you've been working towards is finally coming to a successful fruition, and it's time to celebrate your wins. Gift yourself permission to bask in the warm glow of accomplishments and allow the supportive community around you witness and appreciate the progress you've made. Taking time to see your own radiance is as important as making the next move on your journey. Accepting success will seed more of it. Others will turn to you for your wisdom, so step up and share your brilliance. In shadow, this card points to shying away from public attention and hiding your light from the world. It may also indicate someone who craves external validation instead of turning to their own inner compass to define success. Remember that no one else in the world has your magic, and that the most important person to impress wholeheartedly is yourself. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it just really runs true with all of it, doesn't it? But it does look like, you know, you do the work and you are going to be seeing victory. And also give yourself a pat on the back, because you might be going through it and you might, you know, you're going to be being really hard on yourself, but don't be, because you know what? You're here, you're listening to this, you're seeking guidance, you're seeking advice. You know what you want to do, and you are doing the work. Okay, this work doesn't happen overnight. This work takes months and years, if not a lifetime, really. You know, nobody ever masters it, and you are doing the work. So I'm just gonna do another one of the Light Seers Tarot. So what I want is to know an overall outcome. Should the people work on their shadows, heal themselves? What is the outcome for them who are doing the work? Have we got any guidance for that? I mean, we know what the outcome is, to be honest. You know, you do the work. Way, okay, that was, but that one. Right, okie dokie. King of Pentacles. Well, King of Pentacles. So this is the outcome of doing the work. What are you saying, King of Pentacles? Let's get to it. King of Pentacles. Exuding warmth, the King of Pentacles welcomes you into his study for a heartfelt conversation about life. He's worked his fields, met his soulmate, found wealth, and now he looks out over his dream manifested as he offers you one of the tarot's most potent messages of forthcoming abundance and prosperity. The most important thing to be done is to enjoy it all. Enjoy every lesson, challenge, failure, and success. He reminds you to get clear on where you want to be, to plan and envision. There is manifesting power in the longing and so much joyful expansion as you bring your greatest potential into existence. Happiness happens when you do better than the last time, and in the pursuit of personal growth, allow yourself the extravagance of desire. The rest is a consequence of faith, faith, steady habits, and the courage to cultivate enormous dreams. Dream your biggest light to life. So, yeah, really positive, fantastic card. I love it, actually. I was going to do the Oracle X, but now I feel like I want to do an Oracle from the Sacred Rebel Oracle. Oh, that was really, really strange. I just went very dizzy. That was odd. Okie dokie. Right, so let's knock the energy and let's just give them a little bit of cleansing. Right, okie dokie. So let's see. So we just want there we go. So we have got relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Right, okie dokie. So what a beautiful card. Number 26. Haven't read the message yet, but it seems very fitting and tying into the reading that you've just had. So it says, Dear Sacred Rebel, this moment in your life requires great courage. Fortunately, you possess that in bucket loads. You are being asked to allow yourself to be lifted out of one level of known reality and into the next level of higher voltage reality. Higher voltage reality requires a more absolute trust and a heart that is surrendered into the greater heart of the universe, so that life can happen to us, through us, and with us more quickly, more radically, more beautifully, and more boldly. You are now being invited into this new reality where things happen quickly and according to bold, loving optimism. This is a reality not only of potential, but of manifestation of the great big cosmic yes. To access this reality, you have to leap from known waters and others. You have to leap from known waters, and others may think you are crazy for doing so. You have to leave behind the dark, weighty grip of hesitation, procrastination, second guessing, and the belief that you have to do everything on your own. You may fear for your life. How will you be safe in the wild, electrical pulse of so much aliveness? How will you function without the hazy, sleepy-inducing paralysis of playing it safe, taking too long and placing lesser priorities above your sacred art of life? How will you hold yourself back if you don't hold on to fear? You do not need to worry about such things. Life is wild, but it is also wise. It is a force of startling raw awakening at times, but it is also the natural process of evolution where all things mature according to a seasonal cycle in right timing. You are a part of, not apart from, that process. The invitation to shift gears and jump on board the express train of life will feel exhilarating and perhaps also challenging. When you are in the hold of the darkness, you will feel pushed to turn away, to imagine it is all too much and create excuses about how your desires aren't grounding enough, that you are being too flighty or flaky, and that you are not living in the real world. That is fear talking, not truth. If the sacred rebel is not awakened, we will continue to live in a culture drenched in fear and distrust of nature. Those without awakened hearts don't yet understand what nature knows. She knows timing, she knows life and death, she knows the creative process, she just knows and can be trusted to support us, our own creations, in becoming all that we can become. Does this mean that we become passive and just flow along like a limp leaf detached from the tree and blown about randomly by the breeze? No. Being free of the dark hold empowers us to take up our cause. This means being free to act and affirm the intuitive feelings we have by following up on them. This is painting like someone who has lost their mind, completely free and from the heart. It means writing even though you have no conscious idea of what you are writing, even as the words are streaming forth upon the page before your rather curious eyes. And it means speaking about your work, never hiding it away. Allow it to breathe the fresh air and be held in the gaze of another. Detach from the darkness what that would say it is not enough or must be the best thing ever. Whatever that means, in order to be worthy of a place in this world, instead, just let it be what it is. It might fly, it might endure, and it might not. All of nature, including you and your passions and dreams, will be what is needed, when it is needed, and how it is needed, according to wisdom. We just have to trust in this, within ourselves and within nature herself, through the flow of life, and participate. You are asked to go within and imagine diving deep off the edge of what you have known. There is so much more calling to you now. It's time to leap. So the healing process for this is for you to say out loud or to yourself, that's up to you, I accept the offer of life so that I may truly live. Through unconditional love, I now invite and receive all assistance. intervention, protection, and inspiration so that I may leap into my next cycle of life, held in the loving grace of wisdom. So be it. And after saying that, you can actually take a physical jump for joy to finish your healing process. So yeah, I mean, again, you know, these oracle cards just really tie up the reading. So an overview of this, you know, you guys are really going through it at the minute. You are getting pulled into negative, low vibrational situations, whether that is gossiping, friendships, family life. And you're really struggling with it. What you need to do is you need to work on your healing. You need to look at the part that you're playing in these situations. Why are you being drawn into it? You know, there will be a reason, and that's the healing work. That's the shadow work that you need to do. But it's also saying that, you know, you need to trust in yourself. These things are within you. You can't shy away from doing this work if you want to propel forward. But yeah, I mean, overall, guys, you can do it. You have all got it in you. It is so liberating. I love seeing and hearing and reading about people who are taking these really bold steps, because this stuff is not easy. It's not for the faint-hearted, but we all have the power. We all have the strength within us. We can do it, and like you can do it, we can all do it. So I hope this reading has been good. Please let me know in the comments, and have a wonderful day, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. All right, take care. Love you all. Bye.